Here is a smoke-filled hut of the poorer folk. Another is this country cottage with a straw roof decorated in carvings belonging to a more affluent farmer. Homes from villages of every ethnic region in the country, rich and poor, have their doors open. A visit to the simply built, axe-hewn homes of our forefathers is deeply emotional, where shepherds still play pipes and warble in the fields. There are actual villages like the ones here, nestled in the forests, that still harbor ancient crafts. Once you walk inside each home and see the way Lithuanians organize their homes in small church towns, you too could start feeling like a Lithuanian. For the first time, you'll realize that Lithuanians are not all alike. Each of the 4 ethnic regions had their own customs and their own way of expressing life. At the open-air museum by the Kaunas Sea, you can spend a day living just like a Lithuanian of some generations ago. Since time immemorial, Lithuanian gold, amber, is gathered at the Baltic seashore. Ways to go about this are the same as in old times. Legend has it that an amber palace once stood at the bottom of the sea, where Jūratė was its queen. Waves washed up fragments of her castle. Here, once a sacred pagan site, is where the Baltic peoples of ancient times performed religious rituals. The forest of Birute, once a holy place, now opens into the panorama of the Palanga Botanical Park, designed by a famous French landscape architect, Edouard François André. Famed nobleman Tiškevičius of Palanga built this residential palace of Renaissance, Baroque, and Classicism features in the late 19th century. Today, the Tiškevičius Palace houses the Amber Museum. It exhibits a vast array of natural amber pieces, including those with fossilized materials, and an archaeological collection. Little bugs and bits of flora fossilized within amber tell the story of how amber formed. This park, fraught with the romanticism of days past and present, is a favorite place for relaxation in Palanga. The landscape is a mosaic of water and flower gardens, decorated with sculptures, an atmosphere found nowhere else. The scenery of the park is ever-changing. A walk on its paths of stillness and mystery brings moods of many colors and hues. A taste of seafood is a must when visiting Palanga. A fish restaurant is near the pedestrian bridge, where all can discover the taste of a good meal anew. Food is first savored by the eyes. So each dish is brought with a flair of elegance. A treat for the taste buds always follows, a joy for the senses. Virtually all stop at this sculpture. It reflects a favorite Lithuanian folk story about a bewitched prince who falls in love with Eglė, a fisherman's daughter. The pier and beach are a main attraction of Palanga Resort. And nearly every day, fishermen from all areas gather at this pier. The Baltic Sea is generous. Nearly all enjoy a large or a smaller catch. Every evening at sunset, vacationers and couples in love come to watch the rays of the sun sinking into the sea. By the bridge is another legendary couple in love, the sea goddess Eurate and a fisherman, Kęstutis. Palanga is beautiful during every season. Once the heat and hubbub of the summer passes, the colors of autumn bring peace to the soul, always best enjoyed over a glass of wine. The port of Klaipeda, it's the gates of Lithuania to the world, where waterways, roadways, and railways interconnect from the east to the west. Gigantic passenger and cargo ships turn in. It's a major port on the eastern Baltic seashore, where waters never freeze. Passengers coming in from all parts of the world are greeted hospitably. With the sound of music and dances. The symbol of Klaipeda City is the sailing ship Meridian, which has been anchored at the shore of the River Danube for several decades. The Klaipeda Old Town is unique for its German-style architecture, left behind by circumstances of history. The sculpture of Anike, heroine of a popular song, graces Theatre Square. You can also find market stalls selling a variety of wares, mostly amber from the Baltic Sea. Lithuania has the only museum and aquarium of the sea in the three Baltic republics, along with a dolphinarium, where shows featuring dolphins and sea lions are held. The aquariums here feature fish from Lithuanian freshwaters, the Baltic Sea, and the tropics. Collections of shells and coral, mostly gathered by museum employees on their dives in various seas and oceans, are on display. Penguins and other sea mammals live in outdoor pools. Between the Curonian Bay and the Baltic Sea is an area of exquisite beauty, a little corner of heaven, which is now included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. It's a peninsula of sand dunes and was once the home of Thomas Mann, German writer and Nobel Prize winner.